Hey, everybody, it's me, Josh Stucky.
And I'm Philip Drennen.
And we're here with Dayton Drama Queens. You're not going to believe it, but we're on our last 4 little episodes today.
It's so bittersweet.
Darn it.
Season 2 was quick.
It was really quick.
It was.
We had some great guests.
Great
too.
guests.
And things just keep looking up here in the studio.
I can't get
If
over
you're just
it.
listening, you can't see. We have brand new microphones. We've got a Dayton Drama Queens t-shirt
Nice.
that Josh is wearing.
Yes.
I think I have one
It's
in the
in that
packaging.
bag.
Yeah, I was going to say it's around here somewhere.
Yes. And we're so excited to have you guys. And thank you so much for the success we've been having with this show. We're going to do some live remotes coming up soon. And then season 3 is going to be even, I just can't imagine how you elevate it even more.
I'm excited.
But it's going to happen. Anyway, we want to let you know we have really a great guest today, someone who's done so much for the Dayton Gay Men's Chorus. Kathy Clark is
Thank
here.
you.
Kathy.
Thank you. That's very nice of you. Listen, every time I hear that, I want to say I do it because it's a great thing for me.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I was never able to have men's really chorus at my teaching job,
Yeah.
and it's just a wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful thing to do.
Going way back, how did you end up in Dayton? How did you get started? You were a teacher. Tell us a little bit about
Okay,
you
well,
yourself.
I'm from Canal, Winchester, tiny
yeah.
little town outside of Columbus, and I knew I always wanted to do something in music.
Okay.
Went to Ohio University undergrad and got my music education degree, and my very first teaching job brought me here to Colonel White High School,
Oh, wow.
which doesn't exist
Doesn't
exist.
unfortunately anymore. I'm here to tell you, great job, great kids. They were super hungry for a music program. They had just had the big, where they shut down everything, and the kids didn't have any music program. There
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
anything going on. And the band director and I, literally from Ohio U, both came at the same time and just said, hey, we're going to do a musical. We're going to do marching band.
Wow.
We're going to do
God.
choir. We're going to do drama classes. I mean, we did the whole thing. So as young 20-somethings, we lived and breathed Colonel White High School. So it was a great experience. From there, I went back to grad school at Wright State.
Yay,
Get
Wright
my
State.
master's. Yes.
Rate her
Yeah.
up.
And while I was there, I had a part-time job at Miamisburg High School.
Okay.
So I was a teaching assistant at Wright State, but I did Miamisburg. And then I got the job at Centerville, and I was there for 26 years. So total 30 years teaching high school music.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a hard job.
And as we were
Sorta.
talking, before, I mean, you live to tell about
Yeah,
it.
I do.
Being in the classroom with teenagers.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, great experiences. Of course, as you know, Josh, having done it, I mean, I see kids,
Oh, yeah.
Miss Fagan, Mrs. Clark. I just have to go, honey, I don't remember you, but I'm so glad our
my
paths
gosh.
crossed at some point.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
I do think about that sometimes. I mean, there's got to be kids that sort of stand out in your mind that you'll
Sure,
always remember.
sure. Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
also got to be really hard when
It
you
is.
see 30 years worth of kids.
Yeah, you feel bad. So this weekend's the Americana Festival at Centerville.
Yeah.
And so I'll walk down and Mrs. Clark, and you're like, and they've got their kids with them,
Oh,
and you're like,
sure.
I wish I remembered your name.
hey,
but thank
you.
you.
God, that
Yeah.
drives me crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Drives
Yeah.
me crazy.
So,
And
but great.
You kind of play it out.
Yeah.
So weren't you in my drama club? And they're like, no, remember I was in your,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, thank now.
But
I
the,
know.
the best one was, I have to tell this story. So I went through Skyline Chili, and at that time I had a sports car that sat really low. So the girl in the drive-thru's way up high. She looks out and says, you taught at Centerville High School, didn't you? And I'm like, and you're going to go to the bathroom in my food. I must have kicked you out or some, I don't know.
Yes,
She
yes.
really gave me the evil eye. And I went, oh, never mind.
Right.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, so that happens once
I'm
in a
sure
while.
it does.
Yeah.
So then how did you get involved in the Dayton Gay Men's Chorus?
So our mutual friend David Moyer, who was then
Oh, everybody
then the
loves David
president,
Moyer,
I know,
yes.
was then the president, and he came to my swimming pool one summer, having a good old time talking.
cigarette.
Yes,
I can see
yes.
that cigarette.
He goes, Kathy, our director is not able to be with us, and I said, oh my gosh. I said, well, listen, if you need me to help you teach parts, they were at that time getting ready to do the big Harvey Milk
Oh,
piece
gosh.
that they had commissioned.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And I mean, it really left him in a lurch. So I said, David, I'm more than happy to come and play parts, teach you that to you, till you find somebody, whatever. And
Boom.
rest is history, as they say, because I loved it. And it was in my wheelhouse, and it was the perfect job right after retiring, and it worked
Yeah.
out.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
And we also has another connection. That's Ramon.
Yeah.
All of
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Yes,
You
Ramon
yes,
J.
yeah.
I always
Yes.
credit her. I mean, she was my very first music teacher.
Oh my
so
gosh,
she really
you're
kind of
kidding.
opened my eyes
Wow.
to music and piano and
Okay.
singing.
Yeah,
and-
she taught at Kettering, right?
Right.
Kettering
We
School.
shared a
And you
classroom.
yeah,
Yes,
she
which
has
was
said
I didn't
that.
know that.
She has
She
said
was on
that.
remember that big giant stage classroom I had?
Oh, and it was like
Yes,
uh,
that we shared a door.
Yeah,
And that
okay.
door was the rehearsal room.
Wow.
But she would be like, I'm going to
Yeah.
use the rehearsal room. Well, I'm going to use it. And I'll tell you what, I have to tell you, that is a musician that really needs more of a shout out than she's ever gotten in her life. She's incredible.
she's amazing.
Incredible.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great.
Yes.
Yeah, I would see her at contests and whatnot, but I didn't really know her
Yeah.
until I came on board with DGMC. But yeah, she's been with them. Well, I've been with them 13 seasons. I think she's been there like 20, maybe, or 19.
It's already been 13
Yeah.
seasons.
They're 22 years old.
That's what I was
this
about to
year.
ask.
What?
22 years. Wow. Okay.
That's
Started by
incredible.
good old Fred Poland, our treasurer and our founder,
Yes.
which we're so grateful for. And yeah, 22.
So when it started, I mean, it's such a big choir, which is so.
Well, I appreciate you
exciting.
saying that, Philip. When we go to Gala, you
Uh-huh.
know, there's like Boston, Chicago.
Oh, is
I
it
mean,
like-
Columbus is 140 people.
Wow.
Now he sings women. They have to do
Okay.
tenor part, but
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
but they're huge, and we're kind of small in comparison to a lot of
Interesting.
groups.
Okay.
But
I got to intervene there because I
Okay.
recently heard this from someone who went to the big consortium of all the Ohio.
oh yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
was
in
there.
March.
You were there.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
okay.
heard Dayton
March, yeah.
blew it away.
Well, thank you.
I did.
Thank
Truly.
you.
It
I got a
was-
little chill.
The
Thank you.
energy. I mean, the
Oh.
other choirs, the first two were great. Dayton came out and it was just an energy shift.
Thank you.
And it
Awesome.
was just,
Well,
it was
thank
so
you.
exciting.
Thanks for saying that, because we do tend to that in
Yeah.
rehearsal, because I think it's important. that
Absolutely.
people see that.
How many people are in the choir?
We just sang in June with 38, I
Okay.
believe.
Is that the
only-
biggest or?
We've been upwards of 45,
Okay.
46.
It really feels so much bigger when you're sitting
Well,
out there watching
thank
it, whether
you.
it's the sound or.
we really try to work on vowel
Yeah.
production and all that, and I do think that helps.
Yeah. And it's all ages.
It's all ages.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When we went to Gala in Minnesota, it was really cute. We followed a totally different group than us, which I think helped. And we did a cowboy show.
Oh my God.
So we came out and we had people come up all through the rest of the festival say, "You guys are the cowboys from Dayton. I love that." You know. So I knew we had to do something kind of kooky,
Sure.
fun, different.
Yes.
I mean, we did Before He Cheats, Carrie Underwood.
Oh, that's so fun.
I mean, guys were fans, and
Yeah.
and so it was way fun.
That's awesome.
It does seem like the culture there is just really fun and supportive. I mean, I'm
Totally.
obviously
Very-
not in rehearsal.
Well, it's very
so-
supportive. Very supportive. You're
seems
exactly
like it.
right. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
You know, it's a soft place to fall, if I can say, for our guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's an instant group friendship group.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I kind of love about it. It's like
Mm-hmm.
we all have this common thread, so to speak. And, you know, I'm an old, straight white woman. They listen to me, and you know, we just have we have a good time.
Yeah, I think that's so cool though. It's actually perfect. You know that little
Sort of,
that
yeah.
little I don't even know what that word is, but the
Well,
fact
I
that
try to be
leader
their
is
best
this.
ally, and so does Ramon.
Yes.
You know, and
Oh,
we're
Ramon's
kind of
great
like
that
the
way.
den mother.
Yeah.
Ten mothers. I love it. So do you have any like favorite concerts you guys have done? And is there a why behind
Well,
that?
the one we just did in June, we did at the Roger Glass, which was an incredible space. And it really helped our sound. Not that it was bad, but it really rounded everything out and made
Yeah.
us sound grand. The Ohio thing that we did was way fun. I love it when you can walk in and there's a bass player and a drummer, and you just go, "Here's my music, here we go, boom," and they do it, and there's no, you know,
Yeah.
ifs, ands, or buts about it. That was really nice. Minneapolis, we did last summer, like I said, that was a great experience.
Yeah.
I mean, we do the breast cancer walk. We sing the national anthem there. We do the Dayton Dragons. We try to just get out and about.
Yes.
Hopefully, people know us and then want to come to our concert.
Yeah.
And, you know,
You guys have a huge following.
we kind of do, Josh.
Yes.
Thanks for saying that. And we
Yes.
have a great donor base, and it's really it's
Amazing.
been nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So would you like to see it get bigger, or you think this
You
is
know, great
That's
question.
always a good question.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I think 50 would be a great manageable
Okay.
number. You know,
Okay.
I try to do choreography. Now, a lot of the choirs will bring 8 or 10 guys down,
Yeah.
and they do it.
Yeah.
I like for the whole group to do it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Of course, I try not to do anything super, crazy that they can all do, but I think 50 would be manageable. We do our Christmas concert at Westminster, which
Yep.
if you've ever been in there,
Yep.
we're on the steps. So 50 there might be,
A little mini.
we may have to
Right.
dribble out and down. I think we'd make it work, but
Yeah.
50 would be nice.
Have you ever been to one of their Christmas concerts?
I have.
It's very goosebumpy.
It
Oh,
is.
well,
If you know what I
thank
mean.
you, thank you.
Yes.
And what a great space.
Yeah.
Again,
Absolutely.
the acoustics are incredible.
Yes.
And Red does a great job with our gay Christmas trees and the lights
Right.
and
Right.
all that stuff. So, yeah.
So how does Dayton Gay Men's Chorus, how do they raise their money?
Josh, like I said, we have great donations, great
Donations.
donors.
Just sponsors?
We do,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to be able to name.
That's
them
okay.
all,
I just
but,
wondered if that was part because
yeah,
people
yeah, we
listen to
we
this
do.
they're like I would
we
love
do.
to sponsor
Yes,
that.
yeah, for sure,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have, and we do, give and get with our board.
Yep.
It's so we've never, since I've been with them, it's never been a financial problem,
Okay.
shall I say?
Oh, that's good. That's real good.
But that doesn't mean don't keep doing it.
Right.
we need
Yeah.
you.
We need you,
Exactly.
absolutely, yeah, because it helps us take these trips and become sort of more known outside of Dayton.
Yeah.
Whether it's the Ohio Gala or
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah.
And we always talk about on this podcast how what we love about Dayton is that everyone is so pro Dayton, pro Dayton arts.
Right.
And I think that if people know, their donation might go toward our people
great-
going out there and getting there and being seen and stuff. I think there's just like a lot of pride there.
That's a great way to say it.
It
Yeah,
is true.
absolutely. In fact, so they do a leadership gala every year, and they try to do somewhere warm. This year it's in Columbus.
Yeah.
We do it in February.
Okay.
But as a result, we're going to recreate the Cleveland, Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus
Yeah.
gala thing,
Oh,
and then
great.
get to perform for everybody that comes.
That's
to
amazing.
that.
Awesome.
So again, getting us out there.
So knowing what's going on politically in our climate right now.
What's going on?
Actually, that whole LGBTQ thing has been real interesting to watch as this has gone to the governor. And I just wonder, do you guys, when you're thinking about putting music together, does that cross your mind as a director?
It does.
Yeah.
In fact, again, from where I come from, choral person, high school, male singing, whatever, I've learned, and it's been a great eye-opening thing, to look at more social justice
good.
songs and lean that way. And I've actually it's been nice. I've been asked to do, I did a couple of arrangements for Columbus this past year. I've written for Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow.
I did something for Milwaukee, and I did Harper Valley PTA for a lesbian choir.
Oh, that's amazing.
Is that not the
Oh,
best?
when I first started doing drag, I wanted my drag name to be Harper Valley. I thought it would have been so
That would
funny.
be and I'm like, do they really want all these verses that tell the story? And they're like, oh yeah,
yeah.
because it's women going in front of the board of ed.
Yeah.
I said,
I just
okay.
got, here we
I know,
go.
that's
The
great. Here we
goosebumps are
go.
happening.
I said,
love it.
okay, so let's do it. So yeah,
Yes.
that's been a really fun outlet for me.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
So what is like the choir's whole philosophy or inspiration? Is there like a mission behind what you're doing?
we just had our board retreat.
Oh, that's right. You
we
guys do that
Yeah,
retreat
we
every year.
do.
Yeah.
In fact, I took our mission and set it to music. So we call it the mission anthem. And that's what I try to open every
Great
concert
idea.
with. Yeah.
We're stealing that idea.
Right.
Theater Lab.
It was kind of like the Yale whiff and poof.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah.
And now the men are going to sing what we're here to do.
Yes.
So I put it to music, and that's how we open every concert. So being a gay affirming presence in Dayton, and but with choral excellence as part of that.
Yeah.
That's how we get our message out. So
Right. And you guys was Nina West at that?
Yeah.
Yes.
She hosted
You know,
it.
Nina used to perform at those Ruby Girls. Don't ever forget that.
I
folks.
love
Yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah. She and I took a picture backstage. She was
Oh.
amazing
Oh.
and giving and accommodating.
Amazing human being.
And she put it on her Instagram, and I was like, okay. It was very
yes.
cute. So she's going, where did I see that she's going to be again? I'm not remembering.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
She's going to be everywhere.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's
She may come back to
unbelievable.
that leadership thing in Columbus in
Yes,
February.
yes.
So Yeah, she went to a Catholic school, I think,
Yes.
outside of Columbus or
Oh,
something. I
okay.
think she's from there. So
Yeah.
Just a good human all the way around.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Does a lot of
Followed her on we do a RuPaul watching every Friday at my
Yes.
house.
Yes.
And we followed her, and it just was fun to see her in person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was neat.
exactly.
Well, so you do a little bit. Oh, sorry, Josh.
No, go ahead.
You do a little bit of everything. I mean,
A little
you
bit.
write, you arrange,
I do.
you direct.
I do.
You know, when you're not with the chorus,
Mm-hmm.
what is kind of your favorite outlet, or what do you
Yeah.
look forward to? Because I know
that's a
you've done
great
some
question.
theater directing
I
here
did
in
direct at the
town.
Playhouse a couple of winters ago.
Keep that in mind, everyone. She knows how to direct plays.
And then I had like half the cast for DGMC.
It's okay. It works.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Philip, that's a great question. I mean, I'm not much of a traveler.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of a homebody.
Yeah.
So I love this time of year being in my backyard. I have a swimming pool. I just kind of chill. I have friends. I do sing at Westminster
Okay.
Presbyterian Church, and I write for them as well.
That's great.
So that's a nice. Sacred music is, another outlet for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I do that, and they are such an affirming and welcoming
great place.
or else I wouldn't do it.
Sure.
So it's wonderful to have all that connected. So
Yeah.
really, it's just kind of that. Since I retired, and Josh probably
Which is
will
how
attest
long?
to
How
that.
long ago did you retire?
15 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
You look at your health, and you
Yes,
look at,
you do.
you're in the latter part, shall we say, and you just want to just be, it's unfortunate, like you say, the political climate, because it
It is.
really throws a wrench
It
in.
does.
Trying to be calm.
Trying to be
and-
present and
Yeah,
trying to be here.
Trying to do the right
Yes,
thing.
yes.
So I just try to be as good an ally as I can possibly be.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's great.
That's true.
Yeah. I don't have any big hobbies, just pretty much writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I actually think, there's something to, I have a very dear friend who's kind of the same way. We were very social, big animals all our life, and we found that our yard is where we escape. It's very weird
Yes.
to just sit there and be like, why am I happy just sitting here doing absolutely nothing?
Totally. Yep.
It is strange.
Yep.
It is
Planes
strange.
fly overhead, and I
Yes.
go, oh, yeah, I'm just going to sit here.
I wonder where
Yeah.
they're going.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, that's, I'm just not a big,
Yeah.
I hate flying. Can I
Yeah.
say that?
No, that's okay. I get it.
Nowadays, it just is such a hassle.
It's such a hassle.
is.
I was telling you, we went to Chicago Pride last
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
People were like, did you fly? I'm like, oh God, no. It takes just as long to fly to Chicago as it
Oh,
just to get in your car and get
absolutely.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can just throw whatever you
Flying
want
is
in the
a pain
car.
in the ass.
There
It's
you
true.
go.
You know?
It's the packing.
Yeah.
It's the
God.
missed my flight, the delay, the
People's behavior on a plane now just makes me
Oh.
absolutely out of my mind.
correct.
It's insane.
It is insane.
You do feel sorry. My brother's former fiance
Yeah.
was a male steward,
Uh-huh.
and I said, "How do you do that?"
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
are off the chain.
cannot
these days.
imagine.
I know.
We had a very dear friend, which I've told the story a million times. We had a very dear friend. Her name was Stephanie, was a flight attendant for years. She said the first year she was like, oh, gung ho. The second year, people would be like, what are we flying over right now? And she would just make shit up. She's like, I think that's the Hoover Dam. And people are like, the Hoover Dam.
That's the Grand
We're supposed to be
Canyon.
going
Right.
to
I'm
Michigan.
trying to go to
I'm
Japan, yeah.
You know what I mean? But she's like, I don't care, people. Can I just get through my
Yeah.
job today? And I'm sure people just wear you out,
Oh.
that kind of situation.
Yeah.
For sure.
But the violence and the people that
God.
Yeah.
feel they have a right to like just call out
Yes.
whatever.
It's just insane.
It's not right.
It's insane. But back to music.
Yes.
I do want to say, as you talked about sacred music,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a favorite kind of music or a favorite type of music that you really like focus in on?
I do
listening?
like to write gospel stuff.
Oh, I
And,
love that.
again, here you to look at me, you think, "What? How do you know that?" I'm going to give a shout out to Tim Wilson, who's
Yes.
in my choir, who
Incredible.
is my go-to
Yes.
guy. Yeah, full Monty.
So good.
And I said, Tim, I do not mean to pigeonhole you. I'm so sorry. He goes, girl, I'm good. I
yes.
like doing it. So I would say that's probably the genre I like the most. Now, when it comes to Westminster,
Yeah.
getting John to do one or two of those.
Okay.
He will.
Yeah.
But he's got a,
Yes.
sort of a strict thing in mind
Sure.
liturgically. So
Right.
I don't get too many pop jazz things
Yeah.
squeezed in there. But once in a while.
Yeah.
Once in a while I do.
And I think nowadays, I mean, even if you just listen to some of these like coffee house, they're taking every kind of music and making it
redoing
a
it?
different type.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's very
So
true.
how great did you guys see when oh gosh, now I'm forgetting his name.
That's all
Was
right.
on the Kennedy Center Awards for Cher.
Yes.
Adam
Oh,
Lambert.
I
when he did
believe.
his
Yes.
I love that
So good.
reinterpreting.
I love that
Yes.
stuff. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Totally.
Well,
Yep.
keep that up. People love that
you.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
everything that's
Thanks
going
for
on.
having me.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's so much fun.
How do we
love that
follow
feedback.
along with you and the
Yes.
boys? How do we find you? Are you on social media? Do we
We're
have a
gonna
website?
Start that. We actually have
Good.
enlisted one of our members who's a big social media person.
good.
Because we realized we totally need
You
that.
got to do it. You got to
It's a
do it.
necessary
And so
evil.
he's a big everything. So we're like, Matt Gilman, please
Yes.
take us on there.
Help.
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
Yeah.
good.
Thank you.
Well, everybody, keep your eyes out for the Dayton Gay Men's Chorus.
Thank
They're
you.
incredible.
Thank
Kathy
you,
Clark,
thank
they're
you.
incredible director. Shout out to all the boys in the
appreciate
choir.
Yes,
Love you
hello.
guys. And we'll see you guys again soon. Thank you to Square One of our major sponsors. And of course, Tyler, who's behind the scenes
Yes,
here. at
thank you,
Mike Joseph's.
Tyler.
Yay. We will see you again shortly here on Dayton Drama Queens. Thanks,
See
everybody.
you then.
Bye-bye.